Sup? Oh, it's Greggatron. This, 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 this. Look at it. Yeah. Yeah. Look at it. This. Yeah. 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 This is how are y'all? Alright. This is my full anime collection as far as DVDs goes. I'm going to show off my animated shows, and anime movies. For the most part, everything is in alphabetical order. Yeah, I alphabetized it. So let's just jump on into this. Okay. Afro Samurai, I got that from FamilyVideo.com. Kids are like, what's Family Video? What's that? Yeah. Attack on Titan Season 1. Walmart or Best Buy, I believe. Attack on Titan Season 2. That was from online, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have Seasons 3 and 4 yet. We got Baki the Grappler. My homie years ago in high school, he let me borrow his copy, which was the first half. Then later, thank God, I found my own copy at Disc Replay, so that was cool. And in case if you don't know, this is extremely hard to find. If it sounds like I'm breathing really hard into the mic, I apologize. It's because the camera is like right in front of my face. That's Season 1, which is about Baki's personal life. And then Season 2 is more so about a tournament. Speaking of Baki, up here I have Grappler Baki, the Ultimate Fighter, which is actually a little movie. I just figured I'd throw it in there. It's a little expensive, but it's because it's so rare. So this actually came out like in the 80s or 90s. And then they came out with Baki the Grappler in 2000s. And then they came out with the Netflix joints. Alright, let's move on. Basilisk, that's a cool show. Cool stuff. Some of this stuff I might have to review individually. I got Berserk Part 1. These are, let me say this, these are extremely hard to find. Extremely expensive. If you want Berserk, the only place you can really find it is eBay. And those are expensive. That's why I don't have the whole thing. Alright. Bleach Seasons 1, 2, and 3. Honestly, that's really all I need, because those are classics. Blood Plus. This show used to be on Toonami / Adult Swim. I want to say it was Adult Swim, pardon me. It was not Toonami, because it was too violent. A lot of gore. Really good story, really good characters. Cowboy Bebop. I don't need to speak on this, because that's the show we all know and love. I can sit here for 5 minutes talking about the good Bebop. Claymore, in my opinion, is a classic. Watch Claymore if you haven't. Unfortunately, they never made a season 2. They were supposed to, but they never did. Still, season 1's a classic. Alright, let's come down here a little bit. We got Cyborg 009. Got these at Disc Replay. This is actually more so American anime. This show is cool. The voice actor who plays the 009 Cyborg I just mentioned in my last video, he's actually going to be at Comic-Con in November in Illinois, Peoria. So stay tuned for that. Also, the voice actors in Death Note, they're going to be there. This show is a classic. It's a must-see. I'm not just one of those people who's saying it. No, I watched it for myself. And it really is that good, especially the first half. The second half is cool too, but the first half I really enjoyed. I found this Devil May Cry series at a DVD shop. I want to say Disc Replay. It's called The Animated Series from Funimation. Speaking of Funimation, we got Dragon Ball Z, guys. I mean, it wouldn't be an anime collection without the good Dragon Ball Z. Previously on Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I can't stay and talk about this because that'll be a 50-minute video. That video gonna be hours. Just know, this is my heart. That's my heart, son. I wear that stuff on my sleeve. I'm kidding. I don't have any tattoos. Okay, Escaflowne. Escaflowne was on Toonami once upon a time. And I vaguely remember watching it as a kid at my friend's house. Yeah, we used to visit our friends, and they kind of used to have it on. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. I try to get the box set if I can. You know. Alright, let's get serious. This is probably my well, I shouldn't say that. It's not my favorite, but it is the best. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. All episodes. 1 through 64. You got English, you got Japanese audio, all types of subtitles if you need. This is a classic, man. I use the word classic for Death Note and Bebop, but this stuff right here, I was about to cuss. This is it. And that's the website from where I got it. PlayTechAsia.com. Definitely invest in Full Metal Alchemist. Even if it's not Brotherhood, get the original one. Brotherhood is basically remastered, and it's closer to the manga. So they do change it out. It's not just a remaster. They take out all the fat, and they replace it with muscle. Okay, moving down here. This show I found at a comic shop, I believe. It's called Shura no Toki, Age of Chaos. Still haven't seen it yet. I just liked how the cover looked. I have yet to watch it. But I kind of like that old school animation look. So I'll watch it hopefully soon. So many stuff to watch. So little time. You got your Gundams down here. Gundam Wing. Then you got G Gundam. I would call G Gundam a classic. I mean, man, Toonami all the way, buddy. Toonami. Inuyasha, 167 episodes. I'm not a big fan of Inuyasha. It was too many episodes. That could have took 67 of those episodes out. But that'll have to be its own video. I just didn't like how they never really caught the bad guy. They had to give us a whole nother show. I'm like, I don't want to watch a whole nother show. 25 episodes just for that. Give me a break. Okay, Naruto. This is seasons... Excuse me. This is seasons 3, 4, 5, and 6. The Chunin exams and beyond. Can't go wrong with that. Outlaw Star. Oh, man. That's a really good show. Very good show. And a lot of this stuff was on Toonami back in the day, but it was on Toonami before I started watching Toonami. So I didn't even know what it was until after it was already off air. But hang on a second. Let me get this out for a second for you. That's Outlaw Star, folks. Alright? And I had a homie from high school. Shout out to him. He got me on this. He actually let me borrow his copy. And then later I got my own. So it helps when you have some good friends to put you on. Alright. I said Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is my well, it's the best. Whereas this is my favorite. Rurouni Kenshin. Alright. That's 95 episodes. The last saga they really didn't really need. I mean, it was alright. But once you get past the highlight of the show, it's kind of downhill, which makes sense because Makoto Shishio was such a good villain, man. Speaking of samurai, you got Samurai Champloo right there, another classic. Great show. This needs to be in your collection at all times. Samurai X, this is old school. This is Rurouni Kenshin before Rurouni Kenshin. It was called Samurai X. That's the story of how Kenshin gets his scar. And it's about his past. His days as a manslayer. Go ahead and put this back up here. Moving on, more samurai stuff. Samurai 7. Samurai 7 I found on a preview from a different DVD. And I liked how it looked. I found it. I copped it. And I've been a big fan ever since. It's not as good as Champloo, but that's okay, you know. A lot of stuff isn't as good as Champloo. Alright. This is where it gets interesting. You got the Slayers. Slayers was on the preview of Yu Yu Hakusho, right? Along with Samurai. So a lot of the stuff, whether it be, let's see, from Funimation, Gonzo, they all feature each other's stuff in the previews. So that's how I found out about a lot of these shows. Slayers, really colorful show. Very amazing, very nice show. Interesting characters. I thought it was just that, but no. They give us something called Slayers Next, which is the sequel. And then they give us something called Slayers Try. There's 3 of them. Well, then there's another one. called Slayers Revolution R. So this is seasons 4 and 5. This one, the animation changed a lot more than the previous 3. It truly does look like a brand new show. But very colorful show. Each season got a little bit more colorful because the technology kept on advancing. All right. Who knows about Trigun? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you know about Trigun. I liked this show. It was cool. I'm not going to hype it up in the way everybody else did. Let's just say it was cool. All right. And when you see a box set like this, you can't sell the individual DVDs. You have to sell the whole thing as a box. All right. And it'll tell you that on the case. Trinity Blood was okay. It was on, I want to say, Adult Swim. I remember it. I like the animation. Yeah. It's about vampires and whatnot, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Wolf's Rain. Wolf's Rain is one of my favorite anime. I just really like the tone, the feel, the setting, the characters, the simplicity. It's good. Check out Wolf's Rain. It's not in my top 10, but it's definitely like top 15, top 20. Speaking of top 10, Yu Yu Hakusho is definitely in there. These guys. I mean, we grew up on this show. Excuse me. Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, G Gundam, Dragon Ball Z. That was the lineup. Great show. All right. Let's backtrack. Come back up. All right. Now, let's go to the animated movies, which is this way. Let me turn my body here. It's still in alphabetical order for the most part. Let's start with Afro Samurai again. Afro Samurai Resurrection, which is basically season 2 to this, right? Some people do call it Afro Samurai season 2, which is okay with me. I call it Resurrection. Bayonetta, that's my girl. That's based off of a video game. It's called Bloody Fate. This is basically a copy and paste of the first video game. Bleach, Memories of Nobody. This movie was alright. It was cool. This was out when like DVDs were like prevalent. Dante's Inferno. I just had this on in the background not long ago at all. Really good animated movie. Dead Space. This is an American anime, if I'm not mistaken. That's Downfall, Dead Space Aftermath, Full Metal Alchemist, Conqueror of Shambhala. These are the first 3 Dragon Ball Z movies. The Dead Zone, Tree of Might, The World's Strongest. That was cool. Ooh, speaking of cool, no pun intended. Cooler's Revenge. That was a good one. Up here, I have Dragon Ball Z History of Trunks and Bardock, Father of Goku. dual pack. Yeah, these are both classics. Digitally remastered double feature. Just set that back up there. And Studio Ghibli. This I got from Playtech Asia. I let my homie borrow this. He just gave it back recently. I think I'm going to get him his own updated copy for his next birthday. Because him and his son, they really enjoy these. Because they've definitely made more movies since then. And I know you guys are familiar with these movies because they're so iconic and they're so recognizable. You can't go wrong with these movies. The animation, the music, the storytelling, the artwork, it's just a beautiful piece of work. Studio Ghibli. Let's see. This is supposed to be in alphabetical order. Lord Slug. I forgot I had this. That's the 4th movie, so that needs to go there. Right? Naruto. Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow. This was good. This might have been the best Naruto movie they had. At least at the time. Yeah, this was cool. No pun intended. Man, my alphabetical order is all jacked up. Last but not least, Yu Hakusho the movie. The Poltergeist Report. I remember the voice actors sounded weird in this movie. It was alright. Yeah, but I like how a lot of these big shows, Yu Yu Hakusho, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, obviously, Naruto, they all had their own spin-off movie, Full Metal Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? That's how you kind of knew a show was successful, when they had a movie to follow up on it, whether it was canon or not. Okay, so those are the DVDs. And this, that's a whole different video. These are more, which I'll show that off on a different time because that's more so American animated. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed showing it. Go ahead in the comment section and let me know what your favorite show was from Toonami or Adult Swim. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I want to know your favorites. I already told you mine. So, with that said, thank you all for being here. It's Greggatron, and I'll talk to y'all later. Cool. See ya. Peace.